Trump's strong support among Republican voters is evident in recent polling data. Dr. Smith, why does his leadership resonate so well with this base?
The core of Trump's appeal is his ability to champion traditional conservative values and positions that the Republican base prioritizes. For example, his immigration policies have consistently received positive feedback from Republican voters who tend to prioritize national security and
Strong financial indicators also play a role. As recent polls suggest a perceived improvement in the economy, do you think economic factors could further cement his support among this group?
Absolutely, the economy is a critical factor in voter approval, and with more Americans viewing it as strong, Trump could gain even more traction. However, it's noteworthy that the economy's perception can be vulnerable to unexpected downturns or shifts in.
That's true, but what about his disapproval ratings? They've edged higher recently. Could this undermine his support amongst Republicans if the trend continues?
There's a risk, but historically, Trump's core base has been remarkably resilient against disapproval trends. Nonetheless, a continued increase in disapproval might push some moderate Republicans to reconsider their.
One of Trump's notable weaknesses is his tariff policies, which only have a 42% approval rating. Could this be a significant factor in his declining numbers among independents?
Tariff policies have indeed been a contentious issue. Many independents view tariffs as a threat to economic stability and consumer prices. The backlash stems from fears of potential trade wars which small businesses are concerned might limit their global competitiveness. This scenario.
In light of this, what adjustments to his approach could improve his standing among independents?
To appeal to independents, Trump might consider amending his trade policies to focus on mutual benefits rather than unilateral gains. Furthermore, addressing trade relationships through diplomatic engagements could be key. However, these adjustments risk alienating his more nationalist.
It's a complex scenario. Strategically, how could Trump navigate these waters to minimize negative fallout while maximizing independent support?
A balanced approach emphasizing economic growth alongside strategic alliances could be pivotal. Offering incentives to domestically manufacture while alleviating tariff burdens on essential imports is a possible pathway. The crux lies in how effectively these policies are.
Economic growth remains a bright spot. Could this be a turning point in revering weaker approval ratings for Trump?
Potentially, yes. Historical data reveals that presidents often benefit from strong economic conditions. Trump's focus on job creation and reduced unemployment resonates with many, but relying solely on economic growth can be precarious as unforeseen global events could negate gains.
Given these considerations, what strategic moves might strengthen his hand in leveraging economic success towards political gains?
Reinforcing the narrative of a business-friendly administration could appeal to both Republicans and some independents. Tax incentives and infrastructure investments could bolster his economic credentials. Yet, critics argue that without sustainable policies, such benefits might be short-lived.
So, this reflects a double-edged sword scenario. Is there an optimal approach for Trump to balance immediate economic success with long-term stability?
Focusing on innovation-driven growth through sectors like renewable energy and technology could present a sustainable pathway. Bridging immediate economic metrics with future-ready policies is challenging, but doing so might ensure broader and enduring.
We can't ignore the polarization in Trump's approval ratings along party lines. How does this impact his potential to expand his voter base?
Polarization deeply influences political strategy. For Trump, the challenge is breaking out of the echo chamber and engaging beyond his core supporters. This divided landscape means that bipartisan issues like comprehensive immigration reform or effective healthcare policies become critical yet.
Indeed, these are opportunities and threats. How could Trump's outreach efforts extend beyond his traditional base? Looking forward, what could be the upcoming dynamics that shape these strategies leading into future elections?
As we near election season, the emphasis will likely shift to battleground states. Rallying support in these regions with tailored narratives could be decisive. However, alignment with globally resonant issues such as climate change and global health might present new opportunities to bridge the